Nah, never really seen this shit go far. Gas me up before I get in the car. I told my mom let it get in the store. Don't put me in it if I am not involved. I'm trying to brace on my falls. Simultaneously facing my flaws.
Yeah. We back at it Wednesday to Wednesday. We are back in the building. You understand me? Last week was wild. All I keep hearing about was Drake. So hopefully that girl won't get on here and talk about no goddamn Drake. You know what I'm saying? But it's Wednesday to Wednesday. Happy to be here. We got special guests today. We got Lee Zellars. I do movies in the building. We got a special co-host in the building. We're going to see how she is, how she run. We're going to put her through the mill, see if she can hang with the big dogs. You understand me? But first, before we get all started at, let me go ahead and give everybody a chance to get in the room in the podcast. And besides that, we're going to go ahead and run these our sponsors. First up, we got Goodies Barbecue, 1440 Hamilton Avenue. I say all the time, it's always barbecue season. When you go to Goodies, you can go get you a 10% discount by saying my 2 cents. I say it every time. I prefer the rib tips. That's my favorites. You know what I'm saying? But he got a whole variety of stuff. So again, go on over to Goodies Barbecue and get you some barbecue. Make sure you pay attention to the. I'll run that after that. But let's give Goodies Barbecue a round of applause. You can catch them on Fridays at Ventures, talking from the Ventures too. That's what's up, Goodies Barbecue. Next up, we got Drama Home Solutions. They supply all your electrical needs as far as commercial and residential. If you need lights hung, fixtures hung, electric outlets, fuse box moved, whatever it is electrical, these brothers can do it. And they're very reasonably priced. You can also receive a 10% discount by saying my 2 cents. All you got to do is go to estimates at DrummerHomeSolutionsLLC.com and get you an estimate. Let's give Drummer Home Solutions a round of applause. Next up, we got Dank Nation, www.danknation.co, and I am so geeked about Dank Nation CO because right now you can go buy you some seeds. We got premium seeds, all your favorite flavors, whether it be gelato, whether it be Skywalker, OG. I don't care what it is. We got it. So just go on to www.co and get your seeds. Also, if you catch me in the streets, I got some edibles. They samples, but they edibles, and they real good. I ain't had nothing but great feedback from them. So we got all of that coming into play. And I also, even though what I'm about to tell you right now, next Tuesday you need to be at Park Place and get with Sean Ross on it's called Canna Globe, and it's a I don't want to say it's a business opportunity for you to have your own virtual weed dispensary. So go on over there to Park Place next Tuesday at 6:00 p.m. and they're giving out free drinks for all those who show up. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but we went last night. It's very informative. So we're gonna link up with them and do some things. So let's give Dank Nation a round of applause. That's what's up. I'm so geeked about that. Next up, we got G14 Classified from Polished Barbershop. For all you guys out there that are getting the hair weave, the hair pieces, the man weaves. If you're a barber out there, you want to go there and get all your supplies, your hair fibers, brushes, razors, clippers, everything. Polished Barbershop was the first in the city to start doing the man weaves. And if you go to that website, you're going to see some people, including me, that you would have never thought had a man weave. But going over to polishedbarbershop.com and get your G14 classified. And you can also save my 2 cents and receive a 10% discount. That's what's up. Let's give them a round of applause. Next up, we got Bagman. Going down to Hopper and Coran and get your Molar bags. They're $1 a pack, and if you say my 2 cents, you get 10% off of that. You can't lose. So go on down there to Bagman on Hopple and Corain. The hours are 11 to 7, Monday through Saturday, appointment only. Sundays, they got a new shop opening up in the next month or two. It's going to be something big, something unique that's never been in Cincinnati before, so we look forward to that. What else? We're also looking for somebody that can run a machine, man, the cutting bag machine. Now, we're going to pay for the course, to take the course for you to learn it, and you will be calling your own shots. This is a $70,000 machine that cuts custom bags, vinyl, so the opportunities and the money is limitless. You can dang near call your own shot. We just don't have the time, so we're out here looking for somebody. We're putting something together to put on the internet for people to who are interested in this venture. So go on down to Bagman, and make sure you say my 2 cents and receive 10% discount too. Let's give them a round of applause. Next up, we got PDE Solutions. They pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? So go on over to EDE Solutions on eBay and get your MacBooks, computers, whatever you need, or contact me. Y'all, you know I got it. You know I keep it. You know what I'm saying? So let's give EDE a round of applause too. Now, let's give a round of applause to Miss Nadia Cully on our truth seeker. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
She gonna give it to you. It's like right now, at the end of the show, I'm gonna tell y'all NASA been lying. And when she sent this, I had to go, I get tired of people talking about fact check. You just got it off of YouTube. You just got it off of TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I
You
did
go
that.
pull up the document.
Yeah, pull up the document. So we had to go to NASA and go to the site and get the document and was like, wow, this is real. We'll talk about that later. Next we see, who is that? Oh, that's Miss Chrissy. Miss Chrissy, let's give her a round of applause. She's in the building.
Hi,
We waiting on Nicole. We waiting on Ivory, and we waiting on Cleo, Miss Cleo. So they'll be here shortly. But in the meantime, let's give our trial guest host. I see you smiling and everything. Miss Nika Johnson, how you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm gonna see if you make this cut, honey. I'm gonna make sure this cut.
Well, let's see if you make the cut.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cut the screen off. Cut the screen off right now. Just go on and get through
I
it.
see. Say cut it.
Cut it.
I mean, hey, it's a two-way thing.
You know
I
what
might
I'm
not
saying?
make the cut. You might not make the cut.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
saying.
yeah,
I'm on the road
saying,
this week, so
right,
hey, I can add you to the list.
You right. No, take this up right there.
Yeah, no check, no and fact check. Nadia ain't got to even. She ain't got to research nothing. You getting what you're seeing, boo.
Oh, she said I got my receipt.
Okay, all right. 2 fingers in the snap. We're waiting on our guest. Our guest today is Lee. I do movies Zellars. You know what I'm saying? He said they're having a little trouble getting together on the Skype, but we'll keep him going. But this brother has done a couple movies, more than a couple movies. But last time we interviewed him, he was finishing up on his movies. So now his movies has gone to Prime Video and Tubi and some other outlets. So as you can see, wait a minute, I was watching Chasing the Moon. That's the one that's on Tubi right now. And want to wait till he get on. Did y'all get a chance to watch it at all?
Yeah, I got mine's playing as well.
Yeah.
I did not get a chance to watch it.
You did not get a chance to watch it.
No, I did not get a chance to watch the movie. I know it's about like some vampire type stuff.
Yeah, Lee, it's this one. A couple. He got a couple different movies. This one, Chasing the Moon, is about drug life in the city. So he got a different venues, and that's what we want to talk to him about, because he's not the typical film director that you see on Tubi. You see a lot of when you see Tubi movies, they are all hood movies. For real. To me, they seem like. To me, they're all hood movies. Well,
See, I'm
They
not.
got some Lifetime joints on there. Come on
I'm
now.
not really a Tubi
there's some
watcher.
Lifetime joints on there too.
It's
There's a
Lifetime.
few.
It
There's a
they
few.
play. Yeah, I love Tubi. Y'all ain't about to come for Tubi like that. Tubi,
I
they
mean,
play
I
all
mean,
your old joints, like Set It Off, what's the other ones? Juice, stuff like that, Tyler
Okay.
Perry movies, and you can watch live.
Okay.
oh
But
well,
Tubi is
mostly
it.
it is where you get up in the morning and say, "Hey, do you feel like making a movie?" Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just make a movie today. And that's just how they do it. They don't make. They have phones ready to record, and they make a movie, and bam, they put
Don't
it on
come for
Tubi.
the movies like that. Don't do
but I
that.
mean, Tubi just now getting the older movies that you said, but when Tubi first got started, hey man, some of the movies is just like what she said. But and on behalf of the filmmakers who use phones, those iPhones, I'm in a movie from with Eddie Johnson called The Mount, and that whole movie was shot with
On the
two
iPhone.
iPhones. And
Wow.
if you pull that iPhones up, if you pull that movie up, you couldn't tell because the
Wow.
iPhone, the cameras in the movies on those are crisp and clear. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
some of
You
them
couldn't
must be
tell.
some of them must be using some Androids because
Yeah,
them movies be
I'm saying.
not
I
that
can't say
great.
all of them, but yeah, I've seen some pretty
You is
rough
not gonna
Tubi
come from
movies.
the
Like,
androids neither.
Because I mean, not to say that I am, you know, bougie or anything like that. Some people may say different, but you know, I see a Tubi movie and I say, you know what, I can't do this today. That it reminds me of the bootlegs that you would buy at the beauty shop.
Well, it ain't really nothing on TV going anyway. So, shoot,
Well,
all
they
the
have,
television it watch
you
me. I
know,
don't watch it. So,
some of them have those old comedies that used to come on. They
Yeah.
come on Bounce. I sometimes watch
Yeah.
that. Watch Netflix, because Netflix always got something going on. Prime or whatever. Even my
Netflix
BET
is getting
Plus.
creepy.
Even my BET Plus got some good shows on there.
Oh yeah,
No.
I'm hip with my
Yeah.
BT Plus now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. What
they
about
give
the
me
All
my
Black?
other black platform, my
And
Ratchet
and the All Black
Reality.
channel as well.
Y'all watch
That
All
is,
Black?
I do watch
Yeah,
All
of
Black because
course.
I love Double
Okay.
Cross
Okay.
and A House Divided. Those are my two main shows on there.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
do watch
BET.
that as well. I was
Yeah,
going
but
to
I'm
include
not
that.
really a
Now those are some
TV
good. Those are some good shows.
watcher.
Tubi can learn something from the All Black channel.
I've seen one Tubi
Well,
movie.
they give it. At least they're giving the lower budget filmmakers their shine. Like you can't just discriminate them.
Yeah.
They might become
No, I'm
a
not
Steven
discriminating.
Spielberg
Well, no,
Right.
I'm
later
not
or
saying.
something
Because
I'm
I'm
like.
not
gonna
saying
be
we're
on
not going to
Tubi too
discriminate.
soon. I'm gonna be on
Period.
Tubi in a
If you made a movie,
docu-series
you would
coming up.
want your movie on Tubi too. So we can't
Yeah,
come for
that's what I'm
Tubi like
saying.
that.
I'm gonna be on Tubi soon. We're doing a docu-series about guys from Cincinnati who rob banks, all types of stuff.
My baby
And
daddy gonna be on there.
we probably need to get his ass on there, you know what I'm saying? But it's
My
not a
baby didn't need
docu-series
to
like
be
where
on
they
it.
are now, because when we was
My
younger,
baby
Baby
didn't
daddy.
because when we was younger, these cats were our age, 18, 19, and they went away for years for doing these crimes. I'm talking about robbing the local low bills, banks, this, that, and the third. And a lot of them have turned their lives around since coming out of jail. A lot
They
of them
better
are
have.
barbers, stylists, decent jobs. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that. Like, where are they now? So
Oh,
to
that's
get on
beautiful.
Tubi, from what I was told, you just have to have like some upfront money. I'm not for sure. This was my partner was telling some upfront money to go ahead and get it on there, and then you get your money on the back end with your residuals or however that works. So I'm actually looking forward to that, and it is a
Shoot, I'm
black
looking for
film.
our movie to hit Tubi too. He
What's
already
that?
got his foot in the door. Purple
What's that?
Haze.
Is that the one that Lee did?
Yep.
Yeah. I wish he called in. He said he having issues with the Skype, man. This Skype is a mug for real.
Tell him copy it and paste
I
it
need to
in
be
his
in the movie. Is everybody
his
not been in the
Google.
movie?
Have you been in a movie? You
I
ain't been in a
haven't.
movie? Have you?
I haven't. I
Nika?
haven't been in one. Nika, have you? You've been in a movie before, haven't you?
Not a movie that I can post for everybody, but you know.
What?
Something from my own collection.
Oh,
But
We're sipping tea, honey. We are sipping that tea, honey.
Hey, you see what my mind went like, what? For real?
So this is going to be a private screening.
okay, Nadia, private screen.
Oh,
it's
my
a private
goodness.
screening, yes.
And do you have the only copy?
Yes, I do. I did keep the only copy.
Okay, because we don't want to hear you making it big from your modeling, and all of a sudden, Junior pop up and like, look what I got. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear that now. Make sure you don't.
No, I made sure all that footage that they had was deleted.
Oh
my.
Let's say, hand it over. Hand it here.
That's
Hand it
what's
over.
up.
What do you say? Delete.
Let me try and call this guy. He was getting.
Tell him to copy and paste his the link into Google.
All right,
That's what I did. I did it
Put it in
to
my
Safari, and I got right in.
I'm having to email it to myself.
I copied it from
your
the
phone
link
is
pasted.
ringing.
That's how I've been able
Pick
to
up
do
your
it.
phone.
Pick up the phone. That should be him. I told him to call in.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is this Lee?
Yes, Lee. What's up, man?
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening? Sorry we couldn't get you on the Skype, but we got you on the phone line. So that's what's up. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I like it, man. I'm doing good, man. I would have loved to been on, seen on video like everybody else, but I'm good, man.
Right. They said just copy the link and copy that link and then put it in your browser.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they doing. That's how they doing it. So if you get an opportunity, go ahead and do that. If not, we can continue with the thing because I would like to see your face too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sure the girls want to see your face too.
Yes, we will.
You know, but while you trying to figure that out, man, congratulations on getting on all these platforms. Let's give him a round of applause for that.
Congratulations, Lee.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You know,
appreciate
the last
you.
time we talked, you was just getting finished with these movies. So you've been actually working, you and your wife, been working pretty hard to get these movies where they need to be. I wanted to ask you though, where you get your inspiration for your movies from? Because you was not the typical movie writer, man. I don't know too many. Then you know what? Who you some of you remind me of is what is dude's name, man? Van Peebles, Mario Van. Is that his name? Van. Yeah. His dad. Yeah. His dad was a pioneer. Melvin, right? Was a pioneer in that. Right. They did off. I ain't gonna say offbeat, but not what the norm filmmakers do. We was just talking before you got on, like with TUBI.
Right.
The movies when the TUBI first got started, it was definitely Detroit. Detroit held it down. You couldn't watch nothing on TUBI unless it was Detroit, and all the movies were drug dealers, this, that, and the third, pimps, hoes, down, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but we see it expanding. What do you think that's from?
Why is it expanding like that? Part of it is, man, because it kind of goes way back in a way because there was a period where there was like the gatekeepers. There was the Hollywood gatekeepers, and if you wasn't with some agency or something like that, or with a studio, you wasn't getting in. All right, so for a long time there was no way for the independents to get in. And then you fast forward and you had this movie, Clerks and Blair Witch. And they changed the game where the studios and the networks started looking at these independent filmmakers. And but what happened was they started, there was a money opportunity there, and they started like giving these independent, budgets and stuff. And sometimes what was happening, they wasn't getting the project done. So they pulled their money back and they kind of pulled away from the independence, for a minute. Then came, streaming. And streaming, like, there was Netflix, Hulu, and all that. But when you start getting these smaller streaming companies, because TUBI, it's growing a lot now, but TUBI is not an HBO or a Cinemax or a Showtime or whatever like that. But then, so you get these companies like TUBI, and now you had a way of getting around the gatekeeper. There's nobody there now saying like, he gets in, this one get in, but you don't. So all you have to do now is put your movie together and then find you a distributor who has contacts with all these streaming platforms, and then you just submit your project. The problem is that when you remove all the gatekeepers, everybody storms the gate and everybody's getting in. And everybody, I hate to say, but some of us maybe should try some other kind of crap. Maybe filmmaking is not your thing. Just because you got a camera, you got a phone, and you can chop some stuff together, people still want to see. I know myself, I still want to see stuff of quality. At least make the effort. You know what I mean? So there's no longer any gatekeepers. So that's why you have this flood of movies now on TUBI. And the strange thing about it is with TUBI, most people when they hear TUBI, they automatically think like it's a BET or some black network, and it's not. We just caught on to the black cinema portion category of TUBI. TUBI got horror, sci-fi, romance, drama, a whole list of categories. We locked in on the black cinema, and then it blew it up. So, from a money standpoint, first of all, I was so like we said, I was telling the girls, we about to be on a docu-series that they're trying to get on there. Now, how does that work, man? Is it money up front and then you get residuals on the back end? Is that a true statement? How does that work with TUBI? No cash up front. It's on the back end. On the back end. That's the thing with some people, like, when people watching movies today, you see all these commercials, it's like, man, I watch all these commercials, but for the filmmaker, hey, we want all those commercials there. In every commercial slot, I would love to have 10, 12 commercials in every commercial slot if I got out of my way. So, but that's how you get your money. You get your money off of the advertisement, off the back end of that, and plus whoever your distributor is, and whatever kind of deal you have with them, they get their percentage off of every dollar or whatever, and then you get the rest. Is the distributors the same as it is in music? So, because a lot of music people right now are using Empire. Empire's kind of iffy, but how does that work? How does that relate towards music and movie distribution? It's the biz, man. It's music, Hollywood, film, all of that stuff intertwined in a way because the ones who are on top controls everything. And, it's like the advancement of technology in a lot of ways have taken some control from the artist because, my Snoop Dogg brought it up about, music on streaming platforms like Spotify. I don't know if you use Spotify, but some of the other ones, like, you never know how many actual, downloads there are, how many streams there are. Who's the one really keeping account? How do you actually? It's just like with the movie thing. When you submit your movies to these different distributors, and they tell you, well, we got your movie on, Prime, we got it on Tuesday, we got it on this one and that one. I do not know if you ain't got it on somewhere over in Pakistan or somewhere, some foreign channel and stuff, and I don't know nothing about it. It could be over there banging, you know what I mean? You don't know. Right. So it's that same thing like in the music industry where, even Prince talked about that you just never know what the final count is on the stuff because you're not at the end of it to see it, and you only see what they you don't even see what they tell you anyway.
So how do you go about sifting through the bull crap? Like, how do you check on your movies?
Well, it's like, again, I made the mention of Prince, and I was thinking about something Prince said before, statement about, when you bring people in to your circle or your production or whatever, or your home or however, and you're making all this money, and he was like, people are going to steal from you. That's just going to happen. What you want is people who's going to steal the least. That's what happens pretty much with anybody, I think, that's in this kind of industry, because you don't know exactly how much, money is really being derived from a lot of this stuff. Because you're not the one counting.
It's still a game that people got to play no matter what.
It's a game.
Cutthroat industry.
It's all a game. Yeah. It's the industry.
So is it worth it? Or is it just, or is it because this is your passion, so you're going to do it regardless?
I'm going to do it regardless, but then it's worth it as well, because now, if you're the type of person where you're trying to do a film and you gotta have a certain budget, like, I'm trying to do this movie, I need $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever. How do you go about getting that budget? And whoever finances it or whatever, you got to be able to tell these people this is how they're gonna get their money back. So just because you got this $50,000 budget film and you get it on TUBI, there ain't no guarantee that you're gonna make, it's gonna be this big hit that's blowing up, and you got it on TUBI, you got it on this streaming site, and it's just blowing up everywhere. It's a gamble. I tell people that all the time. Like, the film industry is like the lottery. You could create something that feels like this feels good and it might go some places, but then in the end, you really don't know.
You got a large selection of filming. So now that you got your foot in the door, would it be easier for you to get more of your films on there, or will it be like the same kind of gamble?
No, it's definitely easier now. And it's easier to where I want more. I want that part. After that part. Like, I've been getting on the streaming platforms I'm on now. I'm like, I want Netflix and shit. I want Hulu. I want them.
I want it for you too.
Thank you.
You and there's a couple other folks in Cincinnati doing movies that we're gonna get on the show too. Karen the writer.
Yeah.
Gonna get back on there because she's up on there too. So it's a lot of y'all out here making noises with these films. So we want to congratulate you guys on that, because this whole thing is just crazy. Like, we talking movie distribution and music distribution, and like you said, somebody could tell you they put it here and put it there. I'm thinking that you might have to have the same type of grind as you would in the music industry, as far as marketing and promoting your stuff and not depending on folks. Is that a true statement?
Yeah. For a lot of people who are like your TV filmmakers or your, independent filmmakers who working with microscopic budgets or whatever, you might be the person, not only are you filming it, you might be the person who's also doing the marketing. Not only are you doing the editing, you also might be the person who also has to be a promoter of it. And, but then when you get, depending on the kind of people you're working with, cash and stuff like that, and they like the project you're doing, so now you got this sort of makeshift sort of marketing team, because the people who are involved, they're out there promoting it too, because they want people to see them. They're in it, so so they're sharing it on their page and stuff like that. So Yeah.
So you're gonna get big, right? And are you gonna be like Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and get mad at your
Your
actors if
folks.
they don't want to promote the film? Are you gonna blackball them?
Free.
You know, that's a big thing.
If you want to promote for free, is the word.
Yeah.
Promote.
Are you gonna? Is
Right.
that something, or do you look for
That
those?
whole
Like I think
thing,
you just
man.
mentioned it. Answer my question. That you want people who are hungry and going to promote the film themselves.
Yeah, man, and then I look at it too. It's like that whole thing is just, it's so messy, and it's like it's the way like that's just part of whole of that Hollywood machine and that kind of thing. But it's kind of like the way I do stuff now. I depend on me. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
if I don't do the things I need to do to get out there and promote it and get on social media and have all these different sites, social media sites I'm on to promote what it is I'm doing, I can't look at the next person unless they have a real invested interest in it, other than they may have played a part in it, which, that still gives a person an interest why they want to promote it, but they're not going to go as hard as the person who made the product. You're going to go harder in trying to get it out there and stuff, So, yeah.
That's what's
I
up.
feel that.
So, I just want to ask you, how did Nadia do in her acting debut?
Oh, Nadia was like, natural.
Thank you.
There's some people, man, there's some people that's like, I was the one that was, because I'm the one that preferred to be behind the camera, and I had to do that little part playing.
He got me on Facebook. He tracked me down.
I was just asking and see what you're going to say, because
I was like trying not to make her look bad. I'm like, I'm not no actor.
She talking about I was in one of his films. You know what I'm saying?
I was.
She did.
Well,
I'm kind of mad because I was only in one film, and I think I'm the greatest actor of all time. So
Whatever.
I think you need to find a part for me in your next film, and I guarantee
Find a part for everybody.
That too.
Yeah.
Well, you got to speak for yourself, dang nabbit.
Look, not that we gonna be
Forget you then, Grizz. Find a part for me and Chrissy.
Right. We might have to do a Purple Haze Part 2 or something.
Right. Lee, so today actually on my memories, today 13 years ago was actually the day you did my photo shoot.
Wow.
So this is actually our anniversary from 13 years ago.
13, wow, 13 years.
That's how old the movie is?
How time flies.
He did my photo shoot after the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, the movie,
he was so good, so I just had to get him to take my pictures next. So
yeah, well, I think that's where you started from, wasn't it? Photography, right?
I started out as a photographer.
Yeah, because that last interview, man, that was so dope. Talking about Ken Lawson and the experiences. That I want to go do some snippets of that, man. There's some stuff of people. Well, I'm gonna keep reposting them, man. There's information on there like that. That was really dope, man. Do you ever get back into the photography, or you didn't gave it up now?
I'm always telling people close to me like I'm gonna try to like get back into that and do some kind of exhibit or put together some kind of work, a body of work or something like that. And then next thing I started getting some idea about a film or whatever, and it's like now it's like I got a couple of projects that I want to get done and this year. It's just like one of them is just so. I think it's gonna be really something special. Really something special.
The reason why
look, can you enlighten us? Can we get a sneak peek?
Well, if you're ever looking for models, not right now. That's what I do. So you can always look me up if you ever need a plus size beautiful model.
Okay, Nika, sell yourself, girl.
Period.
Well, I'm about tired of her already. She just already just sitting out there. Hey, man. But, yeah, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing.
No, you wasn't, but go ahead.
I was playing. If I was serious, baby, you know. But
We'll talk about that later.
Girl,
No, go ahead and finish with Lee.
girl.
I'd like to be in the movie, Lee.
Yes.
I'm nice.
I'm want to get into being an actress as well. So that'll be my next step. So look me and Chrissy and Nadia up because Nadia needs another role.
Period. Because Nadia already got a role.
I mean,
She's
really,
the
me and my
best.
girl, like me and my girl, we
one,
both with like.
and then we need to open up the doors for us.
Lee, I apologize.
I mean,
I apologize for all
no,
the
no.
paparazzi right now.
It's cool because you know.
Well, I was gonna try.
You want to find people that want to act.
I was gonna say,
But that's the thing. You want people that want to be in front of the camera. That's important.
Final ladies in place, man. My vision for the podcast, once it's finalized, I'm getting ready to. I want to do a photo shoot, so I might check you out. I'm getting shirts and all this other stuff made, this, that, and the third, because our podcast is just doing real good. So that's coming up next. But once I got to get all these girls solidified for real, whoo, Lord, there's so much. If anybody had told me,
yeah,
this
thing you doing, man, the podcasting thing, man.
I got it. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, podcasting thing, man, is like
stresses you out.
The ones that ain't here, but it was. I ain't stressed now. You ain't heard it now, but I ain't stressed now. But the ones that ain't here, girl, never. Lee.
I said, shh. Right, Lee was talking.
No, I was just saying the podcast thing, what you doing, man, that's like, you know, that podcast thing is like, it's really popping. Everybody's like, you know, trying to get, I've been playing with it, you know, back, we're trying to do a little thing, but I ain't doing it like on the level you doing it, so, but congrats.
I appreciate that. I got to give it up to our producer, man, and our Unanimous Network, man, because he really put it in perspective with it. And also my partner, Bruno, you know, that we was doing it a long time ago. We've been doing it for a minute. And then I switched over to when Bruno stopped and take care of family. I found Andrew and my son's friend and my
hand claps for Andrew,
my wife and so forth. And this guy's been nothing but giving me my old ass straight game. So we about to hit our 200 show coming up here by the end of the year with them. And I've got almost 500 in the can over the period of time with these podcasts. So I think, like with you find something, you stick with it. I was in the music business, magazine business, this, that, and the third, and I want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? I am a person to be heard. So I figured after this music stuff, let me go do something I can talk my shit. If you don't like it, get over. You know what I'm saying? So I figured that's what it is. But like you got to have a passion for it and it's something you're going to do. Like I tell everybody, I'll be here by my goddamn self. If none of these girls ever came back tomorrow or whatever, I would still be doing this next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. GRIZZBY is my 2 cents. And you got to have that drive and you got to have people around you. So being a part of the film industry with EJ, man, we went through so much stuff about writing scripts. People will start writing. We have writing sessions. And I thought that was cool. Do you have writing sessions too? Is that a standard protocol in movie script writing?
No, for me, my process is just, you know, I do like a synopsis on some legal pad. I just do a synopsis on a legal pad, and then from there I just get on my laptop and just start banging out the script. The only time I bring people in is when I want to do a script read, because it's like when you're writing it and you sitting there and you thinking in your head, this sounds good, blah blah blah. These lines gonna do this and that's creating this and whatever. It's like, to me, it ain't until you heard the lines being read back to you when somebody else is reading it, then you can kind of sort of take it in a little better as far as like what you were trying to express. You know, so when you hear somebody else, because sometimes when you write it, it sounds good, and you hear somebody else read it back to you, and you're like, oh, you gotta change that. You know,
Right.
And
So
he
that's
does have a Hollywood process. He does make you come in there, read your script in front of a panel and everything. So it's a great experience as well too for my other co-hosts that want to be involved and stuff like. But it's a great experience because you'll get to meet the cast. You get to see how other people act and everything. But they have a bond process. They really do. It made me feel like a superstar. So.
Okay.
That's
I
awesome.
see your
It
head.
was,
Your
it
head
was, it
doing
was,
this
it was,
already.
Not yet. Not yet. When Purple Haze get on Tubi, then it'll be up there. It'll be floating like an airhead. But
It's bobblehead.
yeah,
we just wait for that, Lee.
Hey, I'm like, I'm telling you, I've been playing around with the idea of Purple Haze 2, like a prequel or a sequel or something like that.
I know, because people keep asking for a part 2.
Where can we see this Purple Haze at? Where's this at?
I still got my DVD. My kids still watch it.
I got it.
I still got mine.
I think it's on YouTube. If you put in, I think you type in like Purple Haze Lee Zellars or something like that, it should come up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go watch it so I could give Nadia the real review of her performance.
I'm coming back for part 2.
You
all the co-hosts already asked you for the part 2.
Period.
Yeah, the part 2 would be live though.
So when you write, and you don't have nobody else writing for you, is there any room for any of your actors to ad lib? You hear a lot of people talking in the film industry that ad lib, and I'm gonna tell you, like the movie we did, that whole goddamn thing. We started off writing, but the writers quit and everybody was freezing, so we had to go. And once you watch it, you would never think that we was all off script. Like this was off the top. Like boom. Do you encourage that, or do you say stick to the script? This is what I wrote. You say it the way I wrote it.
Stick pretty much to the script. I'm not like one of those people that's married to the script. Like it might be a particular, like I was saying about how having somebody read the script back to you so you can listen to it and see how it sounds. Sometimes you might have a particular actor and they're trying to say a particular line where it may flow out easily out of me saying it. It may flow easily out of somebody else saying it. For some reason with that person, they may be like, it's just not working. So then on something like that, unless that particular line is something that's important for the audience to connect something to the story, I'll tell them, say it in a way that makes it easy for you. And then we do that. The thing that I don't do is like, when somebody have a suggestion and come and say like, you have to change this to say this, that, whatever. And it's like, no.
Right, this mine's, not yours.
Some people, some people that like they feel that inner writer person start coming out and they're like, I think if you was to have this person say this instead, and this is like,
right. Not today. So what's next for you, Lee? What you got in the bag?
Yes.
I got a couple projects here. One I can kind of talk about is comedy. It's comedy. It involves a lot of different sketches. It's going to put you in mind of sort of like Living Colors, Saturday Night Live type of thing.
We
but
need some of that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and it coming from our brothers too. I love it because that's where we need some of that back on our television. We really do.
You say like Living Color
television.
Yes. Stuff like that.
I got this movie
I would be
idea where
sitting
it's
here
kind of like this
watching it.
variety type show, but it's gonna be like a movie though. It's gonna be like a variety show, but it's gonna be like a movie.
Okay, dig that.
I can see it.
Dig that. So when you think that'll be done, you just
the other project, I just kind of like I'm kind of like on the other project, I'm kind of like not talking about that too much now because I kind of just want to get some traction going on at first behind the scenes type stuff and get everything lined up and stuff.
That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I know you're just getting off and ready to get relax a little bit and
Oh
everything.
no,
But
man, it was cool, man. I was trying to get there. I wanted to get on the screen and everything. I'm like, man, I can't get anything to open up. I'm like,
right. Well, shoot, man. Are there any filmmakers in the city that you would like to work with? Are you up to collabing?
I'm not really like one. I'm not a collab type person. But I can work with somebody. If somebody needs somebody, like, hey man, can you shoot something for me, or could you just hold the boom for me? You know, I'm good at that kind of stuff. As far as like how I want something shot, I know because I'm behind the camera, so I'm a camera person. So, and then when it comes to like the writing or whatever, that's what I do. So it's kind of like I don't. But if somebody can come to me and say they got an idea and they want to work with me, like I want your ideas or some stuff, like yeah, that kind of stuff. But I usually don't like hey, I want to work with you or I want to work with that person. It's only like another like there's one filmmaker a lot of people don't know about. His name is Max Senator, and it's like he's from around these areas, like I said, but you don't see a lot of his work. But he's like the bar that I'm trying to reach. Like when I look at the stuff that he does, that he has done, and so it's like I'm always trying to get to that place.
So I got 50 million questions. I can go on and go on and go on. Anybody else got any questions? I can keep going. With all this new technology, like we was talking before, people were using iPhones to film. And like I said, the one film I was in, it was shot with 2 iPhones. And is crystal clear and everything. So with that, is there any special techniques? Do you use drones? Or are you privy to use drones or anything like that?
I sometimes would get like drone footage from somebody else. I tried to use a drone once and wasn't too good with it. My drone is still sitting high up in a tree somewhere over in Reading Road, so I wasn't too good with the drone thing.
Would say I stay on the ground.
I just keep it on the ground. Lost a nice drone sitting way up in the top of a tree. Bring back bad memories. But anyway, the camera thing, man, there's some film festivals that would only take submissions that were done with a cell phone. Like that's getting that popular because, there's some film festivals. Those are the submissions they look for movies that were shot on a cell phone. You know, what I mean, you literally can make a Hollywood, so-called what people say a Hollywood film or whatever. You really can do it with a phone. Like the technology is like that. Yeah.
I just had a question.
Who knew?
Shit. I brain fart. Technique. We just talked about technique. But anyway, yeah. Come on, girls, help me out. I'm having a brain fart.
Right.
Y'all just watch me have a brain fart.
No, but I mean,
I just want to, as far as this, you have 2 movies that's currently on the platforms, or is it just Chasing the Moon?
Chasing the Moon right now, and then my girl, her movie will be out soon. The Devil on Earth, that'll be out soon.
Okay.
The other one you was talking about, it wasn't Devil, it was something else. It was. You're talking about Sometimes She Bites. That's the vampire. That's
Sometimes She Bites.
Right now.
Okay.
What is that?
I'm editing now.
That one on?
When is that coming out?
Yeah.
That probably won't be out until June.
Okay.
Because it's like we got 2 movies. I got
Steven Spielberg fan or Pet Cemetery, man. What's this dark thing you got?
Inspiration.
Cause I gotta it's the stuff that I like, man. It's like I like dark tales. I don't like that demonic exorcist devil stuff. That's not my thing.
What they do.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, is there a particular filmmaker that you admire?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That got you into wanting to make films?
Most people always say, Spike Lee. Spike Lee was the first one who I knew of, or heard of, who was this black filmmaker at that particular time. I mean, before him was Melvin Van Peebles and all that, but at that time it was Melvin Van Peebles. I was nowhere into trying to get into film. He was doing Sweetback, Revenge, and that kind of stuff. But Spike Lee was the first one where he became the name that people, knew about. This young guy out of NYU college, made this movie. She Gotta Have It. It was in black and white. And so it was like seeing him kind of, gave me this idea or make me think like this thing's possible. So I was beginning to play around doing little documentaries, and then I tried to delve into the film thing. But what the person who sort of really opened my eyes to see that this is really doable is this filmmaker named Robert Rodriguez. He did a movie called El Mariachi. And the cool, like this was it for me. Like when I watched this movie, it came on the movie channel, IFC, Independent Film Channel. It was real popular back then. It came on there, and it had a running commentary by him, the filmmaker. And the coolest thing about this was when he was showing a particular scene, he was saying, okay, you see how that kind of that red light is coming across the backside of the woman's hair, coming across her shoulders. He said, well, basically what that is, he said, it's a painter's lamp. You know, the little clamp-on lamps? He said, like, that's one of those clamp-on lamps with just a red light bulb, a party bulb in it. And then he said, these color lights over here, the same thing. It's clamp-on lights. And I'm like, that struck me, like, wait a minute. Clamp up like the lights that, that you got that clamp thing, you screw it in, you got the little metal, aluminum outside thing, that thing. Like, and he's making a movie using those kind of lights. And then he kept just breaking down certain things, how he was doing it. And he was the cameraman, the editor, the writer, the director. And so that's good for me. I was like, okay, this is doable. And
a question. I was watching Hollywood Divas, and it was a saying that they were talking about how you don't really want to associate witchcraft with the indigenous communities, and those films don't pop. What would you say about that stigmatism in Hollywood?
That witchcraft movies don't really do it.
Yeah, basically they was like they told, because they wanted to do something with four sisters doing witchcraft or whatever, but they was like, no, because the Black community won't receive it, right? And so they stay away from that. But you do dabble in that, and you get a good turnout to your films when you do dabble in stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a risky process as far as trying to come up with the right formula that will work. Because if you did some kind of a movie and I had four sisters and I wanted to make a kind of movie where it was into some kind of witchcraft or witches or whatever, I had to come up with something fairly, I think, clever in a way that, because to me, this is how my approach is. It's like, even though the stuff is fiction, you still have to make it believable to me.
Right.
And when you can figure out that angle, like, how do I make this believable? Especially if I'm trying to, if the demographics I'm looking at is mostly African American, but I want to do a story about witchcraft. How do I make that? How do I sell that to them? Because if I go the regular mainstream way of doing a witchcraft story, they might not take it that way. But maybe if I do it some kind of way with an urban twist to it, then they might take it in. Yeah.
Almost like what was that movie that Snoop was in?
Bones.
And then Vampire in Brooklyn. Those were some good ones.
Yeah, I think if you have the right kind of movie, it doesn't matter if it has a famous star in it, a not so famous star in it, if it's something that's attractable. Because you know, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, if it's not attracting, people are not going to watch it.
Right.
If it's slow,
Right.
they're not going to watch it.
Right.
They have to probably sit there like, okay, let me give it 5 more minutes to see what happens, and I'm done. That could be any movie. It could be a comedy. It could be a drama, whatever. If
That's why I don't think it should be a stigmatism on those types of movies.
It shouldn't be
because whatever we're attracted to is what we like. Because we have funny, scary movies.
You like what yeah.
We have different varieties of it.
There was a Disney movie that some people thought it was witchcraft, and me and my daughter, we enjoyed the movie. It was called Brave, where, you know, some people thought it was witchcraft, but the way I saw it was the little girl was trying to connect to her mother. So it all depends on how.
I thought Brave had a deeper meaning. I didn't.
Is that the one with the little girl?
Yeah, I didn't think that had a witchcraft. I just think it was a deeper connection with them connected to
with another mother who she had a different religious thinking, and she thought of it as witchcraft because the mother turned into a bear or whatever animal she turned into. And I said, well, I didn't see witchcraft at all. I just saw that the young lady was trying to connect with her mother. And that was the way of her connecting to her mother. That's how what I saw. And it had a deeper meaning, that just witchcraft, but that particular mom thought it's witchcraft. I'm not going to watch it. And I'm like, well, that's not what I got. That's not what I saw. Because if that's the case, then don't watch any Disney movies, because they always got some kind of magic going on. If that's the case, then you could think Cinderella was witchcraft because her little car turned into a pumpkin at the end of the night.
I mean, it's deeper meanings behind different movies and stuff, but I'm just feeling that I think anybody that has a mind to produce something that is going to get people's attention, put it out there and see what happens.
That's all you
do. Have to necessarily
that's all you really can do.
Yeah,
that's all you can do.
I mean,
because it can be.
Yeah, because I mean, you
if it's
never know
not
exactly
my
what people
attention,
are like.
they're not going to watch it.
So, Reverend, back, I remember my question. You was talking about the film festivals. How do you get invited to the film festivals? How do you submit? How does that work? Because there's tons of film festivals.
Yeah, film festivals they can be they can run over your budget. There's film festivals that are free, but sometimes the free ones are the ones maybe not as popular or well known. And then your bigger festivals like Sundance and Telluride and Cannes and all of them, depending on if it's a feature film you're submitting or a short film, it might cost you upwards to like $60, $75, possibly $100. And, you know, so you submit your movie, but, you know, it's not a lot of those festivals that charge $75 to $100, but maybe like the bigger ones. But you submit your movie basically and you just, you know, sit and wait and see if they select it. And then if you get selected, you might not come in first, second, or third place, but you might just get selected. And that's still cool. I mean, especially depending on what film festival it is, but for a lot of filmmakers, they just want to get those, get selected at whatever film festival so they can, get the name of the thing and just put on the covers and stuff. But they just want to be able to show that basically these people thought my movie was good, so they want to let people know that. Which it can be very helpful to your film because it shows your movie is recognized versus like you don't have nobody, because it's kind of like you ever submitted your movie to a film festival and you either yes or no, and if you did, and how many you submitted to and never got selected, then it might be like somebody might think, well, there's nobody else like you, like think we don't like it, you know, kind of thing. But it can be helpful. It can be helpful. It can be tricky too because like Chasing the Moon is really a short film. It's only like 48 minutes. But the problem I had with film festivals were when they say short film category, they meant sometimes 30 minutes are 15 minutes or even 10 minutes. So
Wow.
it was hard for me to, it's been hard for me to find categories to put my movie in because short film categories a day mean like, you know, again, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. You know, my movie was like 48 minutes, so it don't fit those categories. And it don't fit feature film list because feature film is anything over 60 minutes. So it's like my movies in between, like stuff in between. So,
Wow.
but
So
the
it
thing
just
about it is,
so the only way you can get your film on there is if it's been to the film festival, or
well, as far as getting it on the different platforms, no, you don't have to have your movie
okay.
selected at yeah, you can just submit your
Well,
movie
Grizz, go start
to
shooting your
different
movies,
distributors.
man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's like I said, you know, it's a different ball game out there now. It's like, you know, you don't have to like, you know, people always talk about, you know, how do you get your stuff on Netflix? How can I get on Netflix? And like there was a time back when Netflix was big, was mailing out DVDs and stuff like that. And before they started doing blockbuster films, I remember when they used to have a contact page where you could submit a movie to them. They was accepting movies, and they was putting on at that time independent film. But then as they begin to grow and get all these millions, they don't know how to deal with that though. You know.
Well, I know that they're doing like their own production for their films now, because like Disney and everybody else, you know, Marvel, they got their own platform. So majority of the Netflix shows that I see, they have the same characters playing in different other movies. So they might have their own network now, and that they're using the same actresses and actors over and over.
Yeah, you see that a lot.
Yeah, especially on Netflix.
On BET.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember it used to be what was the series with Morris Chestnut and Sanaa Lathan and the other
The Best Man?
Yeah, that whole little, remember that whole little clique ran movies for a minute.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And now you see it in TV too, with Tyler Perry running the same people doing the film.
Yeah, Tyler Perry, all his stars dip and dabble in another part of his production. Netflix. Yeah. Like I said, I done sat here at work. You know, I work from home, so I'm at work looking like, okay, she was just in this film over here, and he was just in this one. Right. And then I'm starting to notice also that majority of the people that play, you know, the bisexual parts are our color. It's not the white people, it's our color. And if they are main character, they have to be that way. So it's just a lot that you can point out on Netflix now.
Yeah, it's like that on TUBI. So I saw somebody in a TUBI group make a comment about it. They was like, "Is there any movies on here that don't have sex scenes in them?" It's like,
right.
That's a good question. I haven't seen any sex scenes in your movies. I ain't seen no sex scenes in your movies yet. Are you gonna do any sex scenes?
Nah. Is myself?
Huh?
Nah.
No.
I had an old.
No, it ain't got to be a part of it.
It could be a good movie and don't have none of that in it.
Right.
Well, you see, there's a problem you can have with that. It's like, you know, it can turn some people off, of course. It can turn some people on. Some people like, but when you're trying to get it, some people like feel uncomfortable with looking at what's supposed to be a regular R-rated movie and its bodies in that time. Some people want to see it. You got, you know, so you got to decide on which way you want to go with it. I try to stay away from it because it's the challenges of like when you got some Hollywood actors, that's what they do. So it's not an issue. They're married or whatever. They know that's what they better have does. They act, they play parts, they do love scenes. When you just kind of dealing with your local actors and stuff like that, their wife might not be as forgiving or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of thing you gonna do? Oh, the hell you are. Right. So, and if you can, I guess if you can find single actors or people who's okay with that, you know, then, yeah.
And I can find you some. We
I
get
just don't like my story. Just
I got
don't.
a bunch of women that you could. No, I'm just playing. I just wanted to.
It's some
Now,
shows that I feel
like
some of the sex scenes make the show look. It really didn't need it.
It devalues.
Like I like the Dirty D on Tubi. I like their shows, but they got to throw a lot of sex scenes in there that I don't feel is warranted because it's already turned up with all the drama going on. So you know, and then sometimes it just don't look right. It just
it can.
Don't be saying boo.
Okay, so
it don't look. I mean, I'm just saying it look dry. Like so. I mean, it's not something that's gonna excite you. So why you put it in there? Like they don't even look like they having fun. Why they doing this? So why is it in there? Like.
Yeah, because they trying to appeal. They really trying to appeal to they in their mind they be thinking, well, this is warranted for the story, and then they feel that there's
gonna be sometimes it just ain't warranted. So, like I said,
but I'm about to switch the game up, right? What?
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Hey, Lee, I'm about to switch the game up on you right quick because you know we indulge in a lot of different things on this show. So, you know, the last post I put up, I see you like it. You know what I'm saying? So, right now, one of our biggest shows is the Flat Earth versus the Round Earth. And I just want to ask, what are you, a Flat Earther or a Glober?
What is that now?
Are you a Flat Earther or a Glober? Globe, whatever.
Around Earth.
Around Earth, yeah.
Around Earth.
Or flat.
I got you on this one. I'm flat. Do I believe there's a round Earth offer? I believe it's round.
You believe it's round. That's why you ha too. Well, I would think that a photographer, a filmmaker will be able to decipher and see all the bullshit that NASA has put up as far as film, as far as pictures and photography. Ain't none of that caught your eye as to
never
say that
stood out because it stood out to mine.
Well,
that's bullshit.
Here's what I can tell you about that. Today, you can just find out yourself practically if the world is really round.
We did,
but
they still don't believe it. We found it all. You can even go in there and measure on Google Maps, and it's not going to connect the round Earth. But if you do it on a flat Earth, it'll connect.
Yeah, like if you like the people that know, if you believe that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who got these billionaire, crazy trillionaire type dudes, they got so much money they can build their own rocket ship. If you was invited on one of their ships and can go up high enough with them, you'll be able to look down and see.
No.
You'll be able to see the curvature of it.
Well, Elon Musk himself said it was flat.
Yeah, Elon said it was flat.
Elon Musk himself said it was flat. That's why he made the little rocket to go hit the firmament so he could show everybody that we are inside a firmament. He didn't do that to get out of here. He did that to show us.
Okay, so we're not going to go deep
into it. But another thing, the flip side of it is it's flat. Don't we think we fall to here?
If Andrew, I put it in the thing. If he could pull up, this is a NASA document straight from the website of NASA. Just like I put up a while ago about the jab. We can't say that word. The jab, and how it was being. The CDC was disguising stuff. There was a video and the link right there, and people still didn't believe it. If Andrew pulls that up right now, the last page of this document specifically says that the Earth
Earth
is
is flat.
flat. From
From
NASA,
NASA itself.
I mean,
the NASA itself.
I mean, I
And you
don't, I
have people
don't, I
talking
don't
about
trust a
fact
lot
checkers
of
talking about,
NASA stuff.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like if you go to
I've been
CDC
suspect
and
about
you can go
NASA.
find this.
You could
People
go on the
just don't want to
Supreme
do
Court
it.
and find the documents for the hot sauce 19, and it'll show you everything that's in it, and it'll show you that now they have patents on everybody that took it.
It's
So
all
you belong
public
to them.
records.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
all
so
public
I
record, but
mean,
people won't
government,
go and look. They'll just keep calling us a lie,
yeah,
but they
or
never,
keep,
they
or
don't do
keep,
what
government's
we do.
tricky.
Because it's
or keep
easier to
hitting
live
the,
with the
or keep
rose-colored
hitting,
glasses.
yeah,
Yeah.
or keep hitting the button, bling, when they think
Yeah.
you.
He said we scared to
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, no. I mean, the government, like, look, it's stuff about it's stuff about NASA and rockets and landing on the moon and all this kind of stuff. It's still sometimes, but you just don't know what trickery is involved because, again, the people that wields the power is able to control everything. So it's like, you know, it's like my dad. When I was a kid, I remember when he was landing on my moon. My dad was like, they landed on a damn moon. They out in Arizona some damn where.
Yeah, I know that's right, Daddy. Look,
My
he said
father
they in
was-
Arizona.
He was like, they landed. They out in Arizona somewhere. They ain't no moon.
They definitely
Yeah,
did.
my father would never believe that stuff.
Yeah, but and like what your dad was telling you, if you look up the Apollo, and that was done in the desert. That
I just don't understand this one. And when people nail me to the wall or whatever, but this is my thought. If they can't even have sleeping quarters in a rocket, and they have to stand and sleep in sleeping bags or in the captain's chair, how the heck is they getting a whole darn doom buggy on this rocket? And nobody ever thought of that, huh? They got rad equipment on a rocket, but they ain't got nowhere to sleep. Make it
well,
make
they
sense.
even talk about the flag. When they put the flag down, and it was like there's just not supposed to be no air and space, and so the flag like is waving. So it's like,
right,
why
the flag did never fly away? If we going 66,000 miles per hour, how is this flag still sitting here though?
But
you gotta have a weighted boots to keep you down, but this flag can just fly.
Well, as long as you questioning, you know what I'm saying? He still ain't put the document up that I put up there. He still ain't put that up there right there.
Andrew, he says you don't want to show the proof and nothing but the proof so help you, y'all.
He don't want to show it, but yeah, that seems to be a hot topic, man, a hot topic, and I just wanted to ask you because one of my biggest nemesis haters on here already on there talking ha, but he probably wouldn't know. He probably wouldn't know a Mack truck.
He said ha.
I mean, it's like I believe in extraterrestrial UFOs, aliens, whatever you want to call it. I believe that shit.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like I said, like I keep telling people, they real, but they've been here. They just ain't coming in here. Just the same way y'all got to eating that clone chicken that they created. They created that animal. Just like any other animals or something species that's being created out here, they have mess ups. We watched Resident Evil when they were trying to make the super soldiers. And then they had this one that come out looking like Shrek.
Okay.
They have mess ups. So that's what your Area 51 is. They making them for y'all.
Hey, that's what's up.
We don't like. I mean, the stuff that
chickens,
we, a lot of the products we buy, we don't know what we eat.
Chicken was never a real animal.
We just trust these
No.
Damn.
You know,
chicken is cloned. That's why the Bible says don't eat the strangled animal. What y'all do? Choke the chicken.
Yeah. Hey! Don't be talking about no choke the chicken on my show. You know. Hey, check that out. Choking no damn chicken. Hey, man. I enjoyed the conversation today, man. I'm glad you was able to get on. Oh, he's showing it now. Is he showing it now?
And I'm glad y'all had me on, man. I wish I could have been on
Yeah,
the camera.
he got
my little
the
setup.
photo up now.
Yeah, if he could zoom in there, man, you can see at the bottom of there. That's the last page of the thing too that it's on. All before that, I went through all 108 pages just to find that.
Just to find this one.
Just to find that little bit, and then I went to fact check because we got a fact checker over there, and we're gonna check the fact checker. They're both fact checkers, and those are all third party bullshit. And the fact checker couldn't even say it was false. They said not necessarily.
Because they went to court and they found out that they were fact checking the truth.
Exactly. But you can't.
Yeah, but I mean sometimes with the fact checker. But we trust the fact checker, but how do we know that the fact checker really got the facts?
Exactly, and that's what I went to go do because I got tired of people talking about fact checking. So these people that put up the fact checker,
I start questioning that. How like this person they got it
goes with the left wing. This one goes with the left wing. This one goes with the right wing. So the fact checker is always going to sway to what they want you to believe or not believe. So I don't the validity of that kiss my ass when you talk about a fact checker for real.
Because you placing some power in some people's hands. You know, like if it's some Snoops.com fact checker, everybody when they check them they want to go on the Snoops. Okay, but how do we know how do we know where Snoops getting their information from? How do we not know Snoops might be they might be how they own agenda?
Right.
That part.
And that's what the majority is.
But they don't think the same people that been lying to us ain't gonna lie to us no more. Like what the hell? They been lying to us.
Right.
Like
it's crazy.
They lied to you your whole life, but you want to believe them. Okay.
Exactly.
we like living a matrix. It's like a matrix where we live in. Like,
it is. It is like that other picture that I sent you, Grizz, where 2024's timeline is actually adding up to 2020's timeline.
That's because we're looping. They're trying to keep
us merging.
They're trying to take us back and keep us in that 2020 feeling of fear and all of that, which lowers our vibration, which means we can't move forward consciously as a whole. So they're trying to loop all that and take us back to that.
They're trying to take you back.
Keep our minds because now, you know, we don't like
it keeps us stagnant. If you
we don't want to predict anything, but something's coming and it's another.
Something's coming. I believe the next lockdown will be like March or April.
Yeah,
because y'all remember 2020? That's with COVID. I mean, hot sauce.
Yeah, something coming.
Mm-hmm. And if y'all notice, a lot of
people,
they
always drop
a lot of people been sick,
and a lot of people are getting sick now.
So
they got this thing out now called the Alaska pox.
A what?
Like it's like, and see, this is how it happened. They started talking about it on some news show like a CNN, and they talk about one, and they'll say something like, "Well, so far it's only 6 individuals that have this." Okay, so like, if it's only 6 people somewhere in, I don't know, Japan or somewhere, do I need to be really concerned about it right now? So why are you telling me this? You're telling me this because you know something is coming. So they start dropping a little hint, you know. It's like when the government started having
that's going around, the monkeypox and all this other stuff. They don't know what to call out right now.
Population control. I mean, you know, sometimes if they look around, there's too many people. We got to get rid of someone.
Oh, that's that part of this.
Like they wiped out over 1 million some people with COVID in the United States.
Almost 1/3 of the population.
So if you knock out about 1 million elderly people, look how much Social Security you save.
Right.
That part.
That part.
Wake up, people.
Okay.
See, you need to go ahead and cross over and go ahead and get that globe out your head because
and come on over here with us, Lee. Come on.
Come on over here to the flat earth.
I had these theories about some things.
We ain't no dummies over here. We all got 8 on the roll.
Come on over here to the flat
Some of
earth
this stuff is
side.
suspect. I mean, it just is. It's just suspect. Because it's okay. It's the thing is like, okay, the COVID thing is like COVID. People, we went in the store, we buying everything on sale. Then every day they showing you 5,000 died a day, 6,000 died a day, 4,000 died. Everybody dying. Then they said, get the vaccine. The vaccine gonna save us all, and we ain't dying. And all of a sudden, everything got slow, and all of a sudden now, if you call your job and say, yeah, I got COVID, and they say, well, do you feel like you can work? Can you come on in? Is you sick?
That part.
I think I'm all right. Come on in.
Part. Y'all been bamboozled.
All of a sudden now, it's okay. It's like, I still got COVID now, it's no big deal.
It's no big deal. No big. You just come on in, you and your whole family. Like, count for lovely. Like,
they ain't care no more. I just think it's weird.
Well, they've been bamboozled. It ain't. And if you know what we know, it wasn't even nothing to protect you from it in the first place. Because it was already out there.
I was trying to tell people that, and it's like,
when you saw it on the side of your Lysol bottle, you should have known.
I'll be crazy. So you gonna take something that don't stop it, don't help it, you just gonna put it in your system anyway? Okay. Okay.
Right.
That's what a lot of
good luck with that.
Because a lot of people are blind. People can't see past
that
their
fear.
hands.
That
fear. It was the mask of submission. They needed to put that to see if y'all was gonna shut up by putting that mask on, and y'all did.
But even when the information comes out to be true, and fact checkers or this, that, and third,
they still ain't gonna believe it.
They still won't believe it. Just like this piece of paper right here from them, these people will still
because it did come out. It did come out.
they still won't believe it. You can read right there where it says it. You can go right to the NASA site and pull it up, but people will not believe it because they're so conditioned as to this is how it is. And it's crazy because both of y'all, all three of y'all mentioned The Matrix. And when the second times I watched The Matrix, I didn't get it. All I was thinking about was the action scenes. Like, hey man, did you see what he did that? Wow, did you see that he did that? And I never put the 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 plus 2 together and to come out with 4. Like, damn. Now I'm like, damn.
They got a movie that's coming out. Matrix. That's about to come out real soon. And I think it's called Parallel. It's supposed to come out soon, and it's about this black lady who's in the woods. They live in the woods or something like that, but she keeps looping. And then you see that, and then at one part of the movie, she sees her husband leave out the back door. Then she turns this way, and he's right there. Like, "Are you okay?" So she like, "What the hell is going on?" So then she gets into the woods and get lost again. Her husband comes to her, but her husband tells her, "We never met. We never met. But I'm going to tell you this. This is what's going on." And it starts talking about how all the Matrix are looping together. So why I'm saying this is because all these films they putting out got something to do with what's going on. So y'all need to pay attention. Open up that third eye and get to looking.
Well, universal law is they have to tell us what they're doing.
Yeah.
We just as people or human being or whatever you want to say, just don't do nothing about it.
Don't pay attention to the subs.
What they're doing. And we have the choice to stop what they're doing, but so many people's closed eyes.
Like everything that happened at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna save that one.
Again,
we're not gonna get into that right now. But they did talk about the Super Bowl though. I guess we can because next week won't be we won't forget about the damn Super Bowl. But like I was telling you earlier, Nadia, I fell asleep. Well, I fell asleep on the Super Bowl. I woke up after the halftime. Then I caught some of it on YouTube. And the thing that tripped me out was that red. But what really tripped me out is when I saw Usher grab old girl, and he does what he normally does. I went to a show in Vegas, and the show was off the chain. Usher is Usher. I can't take nothing away from Usher. But what he does with the women, he does with the women. So social media got all upset You didn't ruin Swiss Beats marriage. You didn't did this. You didn't disrespect
Y'all
that.
think about the
Blah, blah,
wrong
blah, blah,
thing.
blah.
Okay,
And
because for real, both of them play for the same damn team. So
exactly. So this is what I'm saying. So when Swiss
Beats didn't care.
No, when he responded, this is what I'm saying. When he responded, it was not like what I thought he would respond to. Not the jealous part, but what he said was, y'all are worried about the wrong thing. Y'all should be worried about that red dress. I said, what? The red dress?
And they ushered in the keys
oh my
to
God.
unlock what's going on now. But if y'all didn't look, he was standing in the middle of a clock that said 12 o'clock. What they keep talking about at 12 o'clock, the doomsday clock. Time done ran out, and y'all sitting up here talking about he done messed up somebody's marriage. No, he didn't.
And he was in all white, and the piano that she was playing was a whole snake head.
And the freaking the checkerboard. Yeah. I didn't peep that the checkerboard was on the part. If you ever go to a football stadium or a stadium and they got the signs and stuff going all the way around the stadium, that whole thing was checkerboards. And I had to look like, oh, hell no.
And I'm mad we talking about this now because I have it written all down. All the y'all know me. I'm gonna take it back to the book.
Well,
I have all the scriptures that lines up to that video of him tearing away his clothes, and they will be naked in the time. Like, y'all better get with it and read that word. I'm telling y'all, like, y'all will be caught up on everything that's going on.
But again, this information that we put out, and other people, not just us, other people put it out too, that their eyes are open. All we can do is put it out there and let those naysayers and let them do what they do.
The stuff is real.
Yeah, because they did have a blood sacrifice that nobody's talking about. Y'all didn't hear about the billionaire who opened up his own bank.
Yeah.
And him, and his son, and his wife, meaning nobody is over that money anymore. Y'all better wake up.
And do you know that they was about to go into the thing
into the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the banker and the CEO of the Nigerian stock exchange.
Yeah.
They was about to join BRICS.
Yep. And they made a sacrifice.
The whole family out.
Took the whole family. So now ain't nobody over.
Wait a minute. Both of y'all talking. What happened now?
It's a billionaire. A Nigerian black billionaire who owns. He was the first Nigerian to own a bank.
The biggest bank over there.
He got a lot of them. Asia was just about to sign with his bank. He's about to join BRICS. So meaning nobody will be standing with the U.S. So meaning the U.S. They have to hurry up and put their coin out. Yeah. So on the his way to the Super Bowl, their plane goes down.
Helicopter caught fire.
Him and Grizz. When I put Taylor Swift name in gematria, what it say? Helicopter crash.
Oh, it did. Sure did.
Yeah. Wow. And he was on there with his wife and his son. So there's no heir to his
There's
thing.
no successor for the bank
in Nigeria. Not only were they on the plane, but it was an accountant, his accountant, some stock exchange people as well.
So by killing him,
they have control over his money and everything else, aka Gaddafi.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
y'all better get into it.
Basically,
I got y'all. Y'all go right on ahead.
Yeah,
and we can thank Obama for that.
Okay. Y'all know what Gaddafi was trying to do? He was trying to make Africa's own currency.
And he was trying to get the other African countries to join. And had he succeeded, he would have bankrupted the dollar.
And then United States, he would have never needed the United States ever again.
Because Africa
this is the same thing the billionaire was doing.
Africa has all the natural resources to back their money. So they don't need shit from nobody. So if he would have been successful at that, he would have bankrupted the dollar, the yen, and something else. And Africa would have had the largest financial economy, and they would have been running shit like the United States. But Obama,
and of course, they can't let no Negroes do that.
Yeah, of course. So Obama had to.
And it's always like, you know, the people that have the hand, the people that wield the power. Think about it now today, like everybody talking about electric cars. I remember there was a time when they was trying to put out the electric car, where the people that was involved trying to put it out, these people was worried for their life because the powers that be was like, the oil company, we can't have that. But now all of a sudden, the electric car is cool. What changed?
Exactly.
That's how we trying to figure out what changed. Why was it when they tried to do this several years ago?
Somebody found a way to capitalize off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And control it. That's what
it's
happened.
all for the agenda and all for the plans that's coming. So, like I said, when people's cars start getting repossessed in 2025, well, not being repossessed, taken by your government, because that's what your government is going to do. You register your car and said, hey, I paid for this car, but the government owns it and I'm just a chauffeur. So they are coming, but these are executive orders. They are coming for our vehicles 2025.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't make your payments, you cut your car off. They cut your car off. Come on, you can't even pull it out the driveway. They can shut it off.
Right. None of them. A lot of people's Teslas are not working right now. Batteries are shut down.
Yeah, we're buying things and bringing them in our homes that has these electronic chips in them. Alexa, you got a thing in there that talks to you. You tell them that Alexa, what time is it? Can you turn on the light? And this thing is taking in all this information, and you trusting it, and you don't know if it's like connected to something else. When you're sitting there talking about your business statements or whatever, it's listening to you. You know what I mean?
Everything.
We trust all this stuff like crazy. I don't want no Alexa.
Yeah. They ain't gonna understand until it smack us dead in the face. Like, they ain't gonna understand it because it's about to happen like real quick.
Yeah.
We've been telling y'all,
but if you ain't ready.
Oh, ain't nobody ready. Ain't nobody gonna be ready. Even the people that think they ready is not gonna be ready. We're not just gonna be ready because, like I said, we're gonna see some abnormal stuff. So nobody gonna be able to fathom it. Yep. Even though we know it's coming, because we know we still ain't gonna be able to fathom it. Like I said, I'm still trying to put on my little tough armor right now because I know it's coming.
Who you telling?
Because I don't want to be shocked as much as my kids because they gonna panic, so I'm gonna have to be the one to hold it together.
Exactly. Yep.
But I was just telling my son yesterday, like, baby, when them spaceships show up in the sky, do not be deceived.
Yes.
Do not be deceived, please.
Panic. And I know
that's called Project Blue Beam. Get into it.
Okay.
They've been here. They always been here, but they just gonna be made known now. That's why you starting to hear more about the aliens and stuff, because they want to be inducted to society now.
That's why they had those.
They want to be out here eating your kids willingly now.
For real. Yeah. Instead of making a.
Hold on, Lee said something.
No, I was just saying when they recently had those Senate hearings about UFOs, and they brought in these top brass people in military and people in the Air Force who, you had senators who we see on the TV and talking about budgets and all this kind of stuff. Now they had Senate hearings talking about UFOs. They got the top brass in there showing videos and pictures, and they went through this whole. So when I saw that, I said, I know what they're doing.
Right, again, we know what they're doing.
They drop a little tidbit to the public. So when you wake up one Saturday morning and you turn on your TV and you hear the news and they're saying like, yeah, this large object has been hovering over Nevada for the past 2 hours. We don't know exactly what's going on. We're talking to our military to find out why is this thing out there hovering? Because they're coming.
Just like the situation that just happened, what happened in Maui also happened in where was it at? It's on the tip of my tongue, but they did it again. They burnt down another Yeah, they burnt down another one. Freak, it's on the tip of my tongue. But nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. They're trying to keep this under wrap, but they did it again. And the only house that was standing was the only house with the blue roof. And they painted their whole house blue. And that was the only house that was still standing after that. And it was a little shack because he saw on TV what happened and went out there and painted his house. So yeah.
Well, yeah. I enjoy having you. We enjoy having you on the show, man. We definitely gonna have you back.
Yes.
These girls never harassing you about getting in their movies, getting in your movies.
It's cool.
Yeah, but cool. You need to really get the role for the real star, which would be
you know what?
You know, I get tired of these women thinking that they this and it's really this man's world. Hey, cut that out, Andrew.
No, Andrew's right.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you came on the show, man. I appreciate you. Welcome anytime. You don't got to talk movies. We can talk anything. So anytime you want to chime in on stuff.
Oh, yeah, I love that, man.
Call in, talk your stuff, whatever. You're more than welcome. So we appreciate you on that. Appreciate you, too. Miss Nika. Appreciate her coming on. Shout out to Cleo and Ivory. Lifing, you know how that goes. So when you got kids, my kids are grown, so
Mass too, so
that part,
you know. So and
let's
give the single moms a round of applause. Can we give the single moms a round of applause?
Yeah.
So we gonna get up out of here, y'all. And like I said, I appreciate everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Lee Zellars.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Lee
Thank
Zellars.
you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Like we always say every Wednesday, don't be
stuck on
stupid. And relax on dumb. And it's a lot of dumb people out there. Bye.
That part.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Go to their success, tell them send the max. I show myself, they show me the door. I see how they feel, cause you got the job, just another ride.
You're locked in to the greatest station, GRIZZBIZ My 2 Cents.